Welcome to the AlphaCars Service Center. We've got a lot of exciting things going on today, including this Mercedes Sprinter camper conversion. But this is not the subject of today's video, even though it is a very cool vehicle. The subject of today is the Mercedes we can see through there, a 2004 CLK 500 V8 Coupe. And we're doing some Waxoyl rust protection on this fine Mercedes. So we actually sold this vehicle recently, and the owner, the current owner, wants to protect it, keep it in the fantastic condition that it's in for the long run. This vehicle, even though it's a 2004, it has only 60,000 miles or so, and it's in phenomenal condition as we sort of walk through the underbody right here. And you can see it's missing a lot of panels. The customer really wants the protection anywhere we can get it. So we've removed all of the underbody plastic panels and all of the fender liners as well, all four. So right now we're in the preparation stage. We've pressure washed the underbody. We've dried it off, sort of detailed it. And you can see there's a little bit of orange here and there, really superficial, kind of scrapes off easily. But what we're going to do is apply the rust converter and then follow it up with a clear Waxoyl. So in this video, we're gonna follow this project. Of course, we've kind of already started. We have it disassembled and cleaned. The next stage will be masking off items like the brakes, brake rotors, the exhaust, the engine components. You can see with these fender liners removed, there's definitely some components we don't want to get the product on. And then with the clear Waxoyl, that will soak into any existing light corrosion that's left over. Of course, the rust converter is going to neutralize most of that and turn that to a darker, more attractive appearance. But the Waxoyl will soak in, keep that from getting worse. But it being clear, we'll be able to monitor the condition underneath, and it will really have a factory appearance. And now the Mercedes is prepped for the Waxoyl application. Let's take a look. Now I'm in the application area underneath the CLK, and you can see the very thorough masking job. So now the exterior of the vehicle is protected, as well as our shop is protected from the Waxoyl application. And yeah, you can see the whole exhaust has been masked very carefully, as well as the powertrain up there. The brake rotors and the calipers have been masked as well. And we do such a thorough job, we slip the plastic up on the full inside of the brake rotor, so then you can actually spray the inside of this shield, which is a very common spot to rust on really any vehicle. But the rust converter has been applied. You can see everything has sort of a darker luster to it. That's how you know it has reacted with the rust, and we did allow that to cure over the weekend. Today is a Monday, and we applied that on Friday. But we can see even some of the electronics, wiring harnesses up in the front here. That's the washer bottle. All that is protected. And yeah, all of the shields are removed. So you can see really how nice this car is. Also, our technician did pull all of the access points to the enclosed areas. So like now with our special tooling, we can get the long tubes snaked in the rocker panel and fog that area. But you can see all this inner structure that now we have access to be able to get the Waxoyl product, whether it be the inner unibody structure or the inner fender, as you can see there. So now the next segment, we're going to be applying the clear Waxoyl. And now we're getting to the enclosed areas. So some of the tape and masking's been removed, so we have access. And the awesome thing about this tool, the tip on it, it sprays the Waxoyl in a 360-degree pattern all around it. It sort of aerates it very well. It fogs it in there. So now what we're doing is inserting it as far as it'll go in the rocker and then pulling it out as it applies. And now we're at the front. Technician is putting the tool in there, and you can see the tube went all the way in. So now this tube is probably at the end of, or middle of this door or so. And really, this is the only way to get this full coverage. And this is just how thorough we are here. All these little inner structures, we're getting the tool anywhere it'll go. And now the technician's gonna move over to this inner structure here. And you can see that extends all the way up to the top of the strut area, that sort of chassis reinforcement. So you can see it's actually coming out of this hole up here. So you've got full coverage. And now we've got the door open on the driver's side, getting the enclosed areas of the door skin. You can see there's these factory access points that is actually for moisture, water to run out of when a little bit gets in the door. But we're able to get this specialty tool in here. And the technician's about to snake it all the way. He's gonna snake it all the way as far as it'll go. Check that out. The whole thing went in there. And now he's applying the Waxoyl as he pulls the tool out. So now that whole bottom seam of the door, as well as up the sides of the door, now all of this is going to be protected, because 9 times out of 10, when you see the rust at the bottom of the door on your vehicle, it's because it started on the inside and it worked its way out. So doing this preventative treatment, when you have a rust-free vehicle like this, it'll ensure that'll pretty much never happen, because that displaces all of the moisture and prevents the water and the dirt and the salt from being able to settle in there and get to the metal and start eating away at it. Like, look at how rust-free this car is, not a spec. So perfect time to do it. This customer really wanted to protect their investment. So even though this area, you might not be able to tell it has the protection on it, but you can see it has that matte finish, textured finish. So this does have the wax coating on everything, even on all of these areas. You can see where it's a little thicker in areas. You can see the texture's a bit different if the camera cooperates here. So you can put your finger on anything, like let me do this. I'll put my finger here. Look at that, there's a little fingerprint on there. So all of this has that sort of invisible, clear Waxoyl coating. You can monitor the condition underneath, but you've got the rust protection, and you can see some of those body plugs, these rubber plugs that we've been removing, and there's even a bigger stack on the other side. Now the application is complete on the CLK, and before we put it all back together, let's give it a thorough inspection to check it all out. So now we're at the underbody, and you would almost think, what did you even put on it? There's nothing on it, but it has the invisible layer of the Waxoyl protection, and it goes all the way in any sort of access point for the enclosed areas, as you previously saw with the special tools we have. And check out this cool sort of matte finish. It has that waxy finish. This lasts a good long time, and it even is applied to like the drive shafts, including up here, the center propeller shaft. So now it'll keep all those bolts and the shaft itself rust-free. And because of the waxy nature, it's not gonna fling around or sort of run off of there. Same thing up here on the front suspension. And of course, anywhere where there might have been some previous little bit of superficial corrosion, the Waxoyl seeps into that. It'll really keep that where it is. It won't allow it to get worse, and it certainly won't allow the new rust to start either. And of course, as we saw a little bit before in the video, all the inside of the wheel wells is coated, including the enclosed areas of the unibody structure, even the inside of the fenders. Really, anywhere that could possibly have the water, moisture get into, and debris to cause rust, well, that's all protected now. And it's really gonna keep the pinch welds and the floor pans of this car, which these will have the plastic protection put back up, the plastic shielding. And with that shielding there, I mean, this Waxoyl coating will pretty much, it'll last the life of the car, because nothing will be able to get to it and wear it away over time. But yeah, the CLK is looking awesome. Technician did an excellent, very precise job. You can see how the exhaust and the things we masked off, there's no overspray or anything that's gonna be messy or stinky when it heats up. So if you are looking to have your vehicle protected for the long haul from the rust, really the only thing that'll kill a car permanently is the rust when it's too far gone to repair. So this investment is really worth the money. Give us a call, 978-263-9000. Of course, this car is not for sale anymore. It is sold, and that's why the owner is protecting their investment with this coating. This has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough Service Center. Please leave a like on the video if you found it interesting or helpful, and make sure to subscribe so do not miss out on this vehicle-saving content.